Hello everyone, I'm Tom Pounder and this is the Digital in 5 show. This is where I'm going to take 5 minutes to talk about a digital tool or trend that is happening around the world and apply it into our ministry context. And today I'm going to talk about 3 questions that you can ask as a digital missionary on social media to engage with other people. Now, as you know, social media is really a powerful tool, a great opportunity for you to reach people for Christ, but it's also a dangerous tool too, because what you post on social media can really be used against you. So if you ever go off and have some sort of rage trip or whatnot, you're going to be held responsible for that. So you have to be really careful about what you do on social media. And that's why I like taking the philosophy of this digital missionary, where you are using digital tools to talk about Jesus and present your life in a real way, not a fake way, not presenting something about who you aren't, but who you are in Jesus. And so as a digital missionary, you have a very powerful opportunity to talk about Jesus. And today I'm going to talk about these 3 specific questions that you can ask them to start the engagement process. Because one of the things I've learned about digital missionaries in training people on how to be a digital missionary in their social media or online presence is that people are sometimes afraid to do this. They're worried they don't know the right things to say or the right things to do. And so one of the things I like to do is just help prepare them. And these 3 questions, honestly, are great ways to just start the engagement process. Because once you ask these questions, it will open up other opportunities for you to talk to them about Jesus. So what are those 3 questions? Well, the first one is simply, how can I pray for you today? You know, I like to get on Twitter and I like to get on Facebook and I like to post this question, how can I pray for you today? And I'm surprised all the time about the responses that I'll get. And what I'll do is I'll say, how can I pray for you today? Post a comment in the comment section below or direct message me. And I get a lot of direct messages of people praying for specific things. Some of it is very sensitive, and so that's why the direct message opportunity for you is really important. But I get a good handful of people every single time that will respond to me, and then one is I'll pray immediately for them. But then 2, I'll be able to process and pray with them throughout the week or however long it takes. And then 3, it provides me an opportunity to follow up with them. And I can ask them follow-up questions like, hey, how are you doing with this? Or how did this situation play out? And it provides me a really good opportunity to talk about Jesus in real and relevant ways with them. So the first question is really a simple one, is how can I pray for you? There are people who are asking for prayer all the time, and this is your opportunity to do that. The second question you can ask is, what is something that has been good that has happened in your life recently? Hey, listen, as you know, social media is very toxic and it's very hateful at times. People say things on social media that they'll never say to you in person. But this is your opportunity to bring hope into the world. Like I always like to say, we are communicators of hope. Digital missionaries are communicators of hope to people, hope found in Jesus. Well, this gives you an opportunity to rejoice with people as good things are happening. And so it gives you a good opportunity. One is to ask them what they're thankful for and grateful for, but it gives you an opportunity to rejoice and celebrate with them so that you can say, wow, that was great. What a blessing from God that is. And it could provide a cool opportunity for you to engage with them a little bit more and talk to them about Jesus and how Jesus has done good things in your life. And then that may spur on even more conversations. So again, just simply ask them, hey, what's good that's been happening in your life recently? Let's share that together. People want hope right now. They want happiness right now. They want to celebrate right now. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to do that. The third question you can ask is probably one of the most dangerous questions you can ask of these 3. And it's, do you want to come to church with me today? Or do you want to come to church with me this weekend? The reality is people want to discover God. They know there is a higher power out there, whether they admit it or not. And the thing is, though, people never invite them to church. They never get invited. How can new people come to church if they're never invited? This is your opportunity on social media to invite them to come to church. They can come to church with you in person if your church is open, or they can come to you online, or you can come to your house and you can watch online together in the comfort of your own home and have coffee and bagels and whatever it is else you would serve on a Sunday morning. But this is your opportunity to invite them to church and invite them to discover God. Again, this is a great opportunity for you to begin conversations. And who knows, maybe someone is looking for a church that day. Maybe someone is looking for hope that day. And your invitation to invite them to church is the exact invitation they want. So I would encourage you to ask the question, do you want to come to church with me today? Or do you want to come to church with me this weekend, and see who responds? I bet you if you continue to do that and you continue to ask this question, people are going to respond eventually. They may not respond initially, but they may respond eventually. And that's what we want to do. Again, as digital missionaries, we want to take people down the path. It may not always start off the right way, and people may not always, they may be far from God at the very beginning, but eventually they're going to get to that relationship with Jesus. And by you asking these questions, any of these questions, it helps you begin a spiritual conversation with someone that could really lead them into that relationship with Jesus. So those are the 3 questions I have. Again, they're not the only 3 questions out there. I bet you guys have some questions as well. So if you have a question that you've used, that you posted on social media, I want to hear about it. You can put it in the comment section below. You can email me or at tapounder@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love Twitters, and my Twitter handle is @tapounder. I would love to carry this conversation on with you and find out what other questions are being effective right now as you're engaging people on social media for Christ and for Christ's glory. So I'd love for you to do that. All right, again, well, thanks again for joining me for the Digital in 5 show. If you love it, subscribe to it. It's on YouTube. It is on ymsidekick.com. You can also find it on iTunes and Spotify as well. So I'd love for you to do that. And check out more of my content at ymsidekick.com, where I talk about digital boot camp, where we're learning more digital tools together on this great Facebook group. You can find all that at ymsidekick.com. All right, heroes, well, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.